The showdown matches between the Adelaide Crows and Port Adelaide have created one of the greatest club rivalries in our sport. Both teams always seem to live for the occasion, and over the years have created some special moments for their fans. The contests are often very spiteful, with players from opposing sides never prepared to give up an inch. On one occasion, a showdown got so willing that it even had ramifications off the football field the following night. In this video, we will be discussing the infamous brawl between Adelaide and Port Adelaide players at the Ramsgate Hotel the following night after Showdown 11. I'm Jackson from Off the Play, and this is the story of the Ramsgate Rumble. In 2002, the Adelaide Crows took on Port Adelaide in a typically spiteful showdown game that saw the Power triumph by 8 points. The following night, the Adelaide players were out and about drowning their sorrows and also celebrating the 100-game milestone of teammate Simon Goodwin. The drinks were flowing, and eventually teammate Ben Nelson wandered across to the Ramsgate Hotel bottle shop to buy some more. Nelson returned to the group with the news that some of the Port Adelaide players were also over there enjoying a drink. So, Mark Rasciuto and Simon Goodwin decided to wander over to have a chat with the Power lads. At the time, Josh Carr was having what was described as a friendly conversation with Crows player Kane Johnson. This was around about the time when Rasciuto decided that there were a couple of things that he wanted to get off his chest. You see, Carr and Rasciuto had some strong on-field history. Rasciuto was the Crows' star player, and as the Power's chief of staff for tagging, Josh Carr was more often than not given the responsibility of shutting down Waikery's finest. Rasciuto took the opportunity to let Carr know that there were no umpires here to save him now, and what started as just a verbal exchange quickly turned physical. It eventually spilled out into the car park in front of hundreds of witnesses. There are varying accounts as to what actually happened during the brawl, but the common denominator with most stories seems to be Carr hitting Rasciuto in the balls before being thrown across a bonnet of a car. The altercation was reportedly over in about 10 minutes, and despite Carr being thrown on a car, when police arrived they were assured it was all good. Nothing to see here, officer. Carr and Rasciuto did not speak for a while after the incident, but are reportedly all good now. Unsurprisingly, the media ran with the story and it made national headlines for a short period. Several players were handed fines by their clubs, but ultimately the general public took a boys will be boys approach to the situation. The Ramsgate Rumble fueled the flames of the Crows' Power rivalry, and the next showdown encounter would also be a spiteful one. Crows defender Nigel Smart said during a radio interview ahead of the long-awaited rematch, "We just want to get into them and bash them." Mark Bickley drew first blood for Adelaide after being placed on report and later suspended for 5 games for a crude elbow to the face of Port key defender Darryl Wakelin in the second quarter. Wakelin would have 6 titanium plates inserted to rebuild his shattered cheekbone. Unfortunately for Mark Rasciuto, he was sidelined with a hamstring injury and took no part in the match. To add insult to injury, his arch nemesis Josh Carr played a starring role, kicking a couple of goals as the Power got the last laugh with an 8-point win. And that's the story of the Ramsgate Rumble. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to give it a like or a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to Off the Play. Thanks for watching.